This is Orion from Echoes of Incarceration. We're a group of emerging adult journalists looking at emerging adult justice. Last time, we talked to a neurobiologist and learned how our brains continue developing well into our mid-20s. And as anyone who's ever been to a college campus probably knows, the brains of 18 to 25-year-olds are still more likely to be impulsive, more likely to be egged on by peers, and more prone to unnecessary risk-taking. Now, it's all fun and games until you get arrested and prosecuted as an adult. This can be especially devastating in poor, highly policed communities of color. So, if the research is helping us better understand this age group, we wanted to see what it would look like if we were to actually put this knowledge into practice. So, there's a gap that exists between what researchers know and what policies are actually in place. Can you speak upon that?
Sure, yeah, there's a big gap. We do know what works with adolescents. And we know we have a lot of research on developmental psychology, neurobiology, sociology, I think is super important. But our justice system has not embraced that, right? We just tend to do what we've always done.
Most of the research about emerging adults comes from America, but most of the innovations occurring overseas, particularly Europe. So 4 out of every 5 European countries have special laws affecting this age group. That means they don't get subjected to mandatory sentences. They go to different correctional facilities. In several countries, Germany, the Netherlands, Croatia, you can actually be in juvenile court up to age 21, even age 23. One good example of the way some of the European practices are being translated into practice in America is the TRUE unit in Connecticut, which has been specifically developed to address the developmental issues of emerging adults.
My fellow crew members actually happened to tour the TRUE unit last year. I sat down with them to hear their thoughts.
So guys, tell me about this emerging adult unit you guys visited.
I remember it being very different. I remember just sort of being skeptical as soon as I walked in, but once I met the incarcerated individuals and how they were explaining their daily schedules.
It is check-in, work, school, current events, discussion.
You have like a commune type of system, then everybody pitches in to do the work. This is community restitution right here.
We've learned a lot about how the brain functions, but the fact that people make mistakes, that's part of human nature, and the fact that they get to go and be rehabilitated.
So the theory is, if this is the time that young people are forming their identities, why not put them in healthy environments that not only expect them to be productive, cooperative members of society, but actually give them chances to practice that every day?
This is a time when people are sort of forming their sense of self. And that really makes this a group that I think needs special treatment. Not complete blamelessness, but mitigation and creating a system that recognizes that people are going to be different in a few years and that we should help them cross the bridge from childhood to fully mature adulthood. Absolutely. We should absolutely be doing that, and we are absolutely not doing that.